the floor. Hit the more. Dun, 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 dun. Just like a flower. Ay, 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 como te ve. I wish I could speak Spanish. I've been wanting to sing her Como the Floor song over and over, even though I don't speak Spanish. It has been stuck in my head. Hello, collective. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I freaking love Selena. I am so excited. Let me just clear the energy out. Good morning. Hello, Ophelia. Hello. Thanks for being here. Good morning, everybody. We are here with Selena's. I got my red lipstick on. I made my hair big for you. Because I am here for it. We are so excited to bring Selena forward. I love her so much. She is adorable. She's absolutely adorable. I cannot believe that she's taken so soon. Late at night when all the world is sleeping. Oh my gosh. That is my jam. I was in 6th or 7th grade when Selena blew up, and when she came out, I was all about it. It was like I was going to school in Las Vegas at Helen C. Cannon Middle School. And oh my gosh, Selena's was the jam. She was blowing up. I was so excited for her. Her songs are amazing. She's an amazing live singer. I was watching her live performances. Psst, go girl. But listen, before we get into that, we just want to say thank you so much for everyone who comes and shows up and supports the channel. We're here for you, and we're so happy to be a community with you. It really makes us happy to bring the messages forward. Hi, Leah. Thanks for being here. Good morning. We are so excited to be able to use our spiritual abilities to connect with our ancestors, with our loved ones, with spirit guides, with angels, with God, to help bring clarity, to help get higher perspectives and linear views. I'm your host, Patience of Spirit News. We have a podcast called Spirit News that is on all major platforms. If you want to go there for more metaphysical chunks of information, that's more of in a podcast format. We have a bunch over there, lots of knowledge, lots of wisdom that we co-create with our very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We're so happy to be here to be able to fill in gaps. If you are subscribed to us, you are notified when we post. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you know when we are posting. We try to post for the most part pretty consistently every weekend morning, every Saturday and Sunday morning. That's where you can find us. We also have all of our socials in the description bar if you want to be part of our community. All of the links will be through the bio in the link tree or the description bar in the link tree. We also have a TikTok where we put our spirit nuggets that we kind of gather at the end of these readings, the knowledge, the lessons that anyone we're speaking with is trying to convey. We condense it down and we put it over there. So you can find that in the description bar. Thank you so much for all your love and support. We're so happy to be here. Um, so we're speaking with Selena today. I'm so excited. Oh yeah, before I say that, before one more thing to get off, I watched the premiere of American Murder on Netflix, and it was of Gabby Petito. And we did a reading with Gabby Petito 5 months ago. Um, how are you feeling? How's the heartbeat? You've melted my cold Russian heart. My heartbeat is strong. I'm here in Heart Consciousness bringing the messages forward. So thank you so much for being here. I'm happy to have melted your cold heart and to activated your heart chakra. That's excellent. So we did a reading 5 months ago about Gabby Petito because the whole investigation couldn't be released yet because they hadn't even had found her body and stuff. And so they did end up finding her body, which you can watch on Netflix that just came out. But what was interesting and what I absolutely love about Spirit, and I just want to thank Spirit and I want to thank Gabby for coming to me and sharing her experience because it kind of filled in the gaps and it was absolutely aligning with what it turned out to be, the kind of situation that was going on that nobody was aware of. So it's just a confirmation of spiritual abilities. Everybody's psychic. Everybody has the ability to be psychic. Oh, thank you so much. Shaniqua. Hey, Shaniqua, how are you? Well, my name is Patience, but thank you so much for being here. Shaniqua, isn't that a character on Martin? Shaniqua? I used to love that show. So we're here with Selena. I think I just want to share that. If you want to check that out, you can go to our post if you want to see the Gabby Petito reading and line it up with the new documentary that has the rest of the investigation. It kind of fills in the gaps for the things that weren't like making sense and stuff. So make sure you hit that like button so people can find us in the algorithm and we can connect with more people. It really helps the channel out, and we love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, having said that, so check this out. So I got a sign. I got signs and synchronicities that Selena wanted to talk because there were lots of things can happen, and it doesn't have to be one specific thing because there were so many things. Like I was listening to some podcasts and they were like playing around and they were singing the Bitty Bitty Bum Bum song and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, that's Selena's. Not to mention my connection with her when I was in sixth and seventh grade was very strong. I was very excited for her to be around. She was like different than the rest of the singers at that time. There's like TLC and Brandy and oh my gosh, what's that? Brownstone. Oh my gosh, remember Brownstone? Okay, let me not get started. But she was different. And then, so for the past week or so, I've been hearing the name Selena a lot. I've been hearing her songs being brought up. And then, as icing on the cake, so this. I went on to Instagram, and the first video that showed up was some like meme, page, and it had a video of Drake throwing his flip flop at a drone that was spying on him on his patio. And I took a picture of it. It took me like so many times to take a picture of this because he was moving. But his shirt is Selena's. Look, his shirt. It's Selena's. Oh, shoot. So funny, right? And I was like, dang, Selena, that is so. And I love Drake. I don't know if I like him lately. He might be disappointing me, but that's another story. So that was one. And then last night we watched. So she's been sending me the song Como la Flor. Like this whole week, I've been trying to sing it in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately, but I wish I did to be able to sing this song. And it's called Como la Flor. And we watched a movie last night with the kids, and it's called Extinct. It's on Netflix Kids. And good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Good morning. And it's called Extinct, and it's literally about a flower that is a portal for time traveling. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're about to do some time traveling now. The flower, como la flor, come through. I got you, girl. I got you. So let me put the necrometer on in case she wants to speak to us. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to bring the message forward. So, Spirit said, connect with a prayer. Prayer connects you. So I'm going to say a prayer first. my throat chakra getting clogged. Any negative energies that don't want this reading come through, I command you to leave right now in the name of Yeshua. You're not welcome here. So let's say a prayer. Please give me a prayer. Prayer for deliverance from the wicked. Lord, I call to you. Hasten to me. Listen to my plea when I call. Let my prayer be incense. Oh my gosh, let my prayer be incense. Before you, my uplifting hands and evening offering. Let my prayer be an offering. I love that. Because so often, lots of people will like burn things and will do all these rituals. Anyway, that's another story. Let's stay focused. Spirit said refusing the offer. Interesting. Set a guard, Lord, before my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips. Do not let my heart incline to evil, to perform deeds in wickedness on the delicacies of evildoers. Let me not feast. Let a righteous person strike me. It is mercy if he reproves me. Do not withhold oil from my head. While my prayer opposes their evil deeds, may their leaders be cast over the cliff, so that they hear that my speeches are pleasing. Like the plowing and breaking up of the earth, our bones are strewn at the mouth of Sheol. For my eyes are upon you. O Lord, my Lord, in you I take refuge. Do not take away my soul. Guard me from the trap they have set for me, from snares of evil doers. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, while only I pass over them safely. Interesting. And then there's also prayer in the time of trouble. Interesting. With my own voice I cry to the Lord. With my own voice I beseech the Lord. Before him I pour out my complaint. Confirmation. Before him I pour out my complaint. Tell of my distress in front of him. When my spirit is faint within me, you know my path. As I go along this path, they have hidden a trap for me. I look to my right hand to see that there is no one willing to acknowledge me. My escape has perished. No one cares for me. I cry out loud. I say, you are my refuge and portion in the land of the living. Listen to my cry for help, for I am brought very low. Rescue me from my pursuers, for they are too strong for me. Lead my soul from prison, that I may give thanks to your name. Then the righteous shall gather around me, because you have been good to me. Interesting. So according to this, what she could possibly be saying, and we'll continue drawing cards to see, is that she was set up. This was some kind of trap. Either someone came to her with a complaint, or she had a complaint about something that was distressing her, something that was stressing her out. And she complained to people who she thought cared about her, but she may have somehow put together that it was some kind of trap, or some kind of ambush, or some kind of no vision, something that she didn't even realize she was in the midst of, something that she couldn't escape from. She realized that people she cared about her possibly didn't care about her, people who were actually wicked. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Well, it's interesting because the song Como Flor, I actually looked up the lyrics and translated them to English. And it says, I know you have a new lover. Even so, I wish you the best. If you didn't find happiness in me, maybe you will with someone else. Just like a flower, with so much love you gave me, it withered. I'll leave today, I know how to lose, but oh, how it hurts. If only you'd notice how much it hurts losing you. You're taking my heart with your farewell. I don't know if I'll ever be able to love again because I gave you all the love I could. I, just like a flower. So there's definitely getting angry. Mm. There's possibly something about her finding out that someone may have cheated on her or did something to um, betray her in some way. Her trust. Okay. Tell us more. Selena, thank you so much for being with us. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for all my blessings. It is my honor to bring the messages forward, to co create with you in this magical way. I am so happy to be here. I am here for you. If you are in a healed place and you want to tell us more with Archangel Michael for protection, I invite you into my energy field. Selena's Quintanilla. Thank you so much. Oh, let me read about her, by the way, in case people aren't informed. Okay, because it was in 1995. She died at 23. She died March 31st, 1995. She was born April 16th, which is a day before my son, 1971. So she would be 51, 51, or 53. She'd be 53. Wow. She would be 53 now. That's crazy. Selena Quintanilla Perez was an American singer referred to as the Queen of Tejano music. Her contributions to music and fashion made her one of the most celebrated Mexican American entertainers of the late 20th century. Oh, bitty bitty bum bum, a bitty 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 bum bum. Okay, so far, and she was supposedly killed by Yolanda Saldivar, who was convicted of killing Selena, and she's actually up for parole. Far-fetched. Jesus. Oh, Spirit just said Jesus. And Spirit also said far-fetched. I don't think she's gonna be going up for parole. But she shot and killed Selena at a Days Inn motel in Corpus Christi, Texas. Okay. So, Selena's, please. Where do you want to go from here? Should we do the tiles? Let's do the word tiles. Have a great stream, beautiful woman. Take care of yourself until you meet. Be happy and loved. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking to Selena's. Selena's, please tell us what happened to you. Please, let's begin. Enormous. Yeah, she blew up real fast. She blew up real fast. I don't think she knew she was going to blow up so fast. Soldier. Soldier. Protest. Abuser. Sergio said abuser. Enormous. She protested against somebody who is very authoritative, someone who may have asserted dominance over her, someone who may have been an enormous abuser. Spirit said abuser. Grapes. Someone who wanted to eat grapes. Someone who eating grapes could be a reference to someone who wants to live the good life, someone who wants to like live lavishly. It could also do with like riches. Historical. Historical copper. Enormous soldier protest grapes. Historical copper. Someone who's conductive. Beautiful. Analysis. I was just thinking of my copper rings this morning, and my husband asked me what my rings were for, and they're made out of copper. Something about riches or jewelry. protrude. Enormous soldier protest grapes historical copper beautiful analysis protrude. Insult. Record. Record. A fool. Mr. Mister. Like, hey, mister. Mister. A fool. Mmm. Rock. 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 Someone was an abuser. Spirit said abuser. Someone who may have cut her down in her prime. Someone who had an enormous ego. Someone who protested against her grapes, against her riches. Someone who has a history of having this behavior, or who's known for being very electric, who's known for being very high strung or elevated all the time. Um, didn't want someone who's beautiful to analyze how much they stand out, how much they are different and unique and are awesome. So they added insult to injury. They insulted her music, her records. They're a fool. Something about rock, maybe rock music, because it's by record. Someone who does rock music or is a rock star. Someone who comes off handsomely, but is a fool, a rock fool. Someone who uses strategy. Someone who's a strategist, who use strategy, who's average, who's average, 60. Who's average. Someone who didn't want someone who's beautiful to see their a daddy. A rigid daddy. Some kind of I don't know. Some fool. Some man in her life. I don't know in what capacity yet, but she's bringing it up that someone who could possibly, if he's not a literal soldier, like in the army or some kind of, military, um, more metaphorical, like controlling, very dominating, very authoritative, like militaristic, very, bossy, very dominant. Hideous. Oh my gosh. She said he's hideous. Um, he may have protested against her blowing up because he in historically, maybe with his past friends, his past relationships, has known to be this person, and he saw how electric and beautiful this Selena's was, and he didn't want her to stand out. So he would insult her. He would certainly he would insult her recordings, her music. Edifices. What does edifice mean? Hold on a second. Spirit just said edifices, and she said certainly to what we're getting right now. He comes off as like a rock star or someone who was rock who records rock music or something. He comes off handsome, but he's a fool. He uses strategy. He's average. He's rigid, and he's hideous. Wow. Okay. He could have something to do with Coma LaFleur deals with somebody who cheated on her. So he could also be a cheater. Could possibly have multiple lovers or can't keep it in his pants. Okay. Como la flor was so just like a flower with so much love you gave me, it withered. I'll leave today. I know how to lose. Yeah, so she could have possibly found out that, like the Bible, the Psalm, the prayer said that she confronted her betrayers, and it was multiple people. She may have, but it was a trap. Some kind of trap was set for her to not, something that was a strategic, analyzed plan, something that was premeditated, something that was planned out to hold her back from standing out, from going any further, because she could have possibly confronted people about something that she found out about, with this man and other people, but it was something that she didn't expect to go a certain way, clearly. I'm sure nobody goes to anything, confronting anything, no, considering that they might die that day. It's horrible. Tell us what the vibe was about this person. This is the vibe about this person. She was worried about this person. This person could have been very controlling. This person could have been very controlling, someone that didn't give her a lot of freedom, didn't make her feel beautiful, was always insulting her, was always analyzing her. This is an abuser. This is an abuser. Someone who made her cry all the time, someone who put up a lot of, someone who acted like this, someone who may have acted, like everything was normal, or she had to act like everything was normal. And this is another one, but it wasn't. It wasn't normal. Okay. So she had an abuser in her life that came across, that acted like they cared about her. Hmm. We'll do my archetype cards. All right, Selena, please tell us more. Who is this person? Tell us more about this person. Tell us more about this abuser, this Mr. Fool, this strategist that's a control freak. 100. Tell us more about him. What do you want us to know about him? The crony. The crony. Someone who was sunlight, thank you, Spirit. Someone who was a handler for Selena. 1910s and sunlight. Someone who was a handler. Someone who was a monitoring spirit. Someone who was always watching her, that was always trying to control what she did. That was it says a crony. So wait, hold on. Let me look up crony. Definition of crony.
Here's the definition of crony: informal, often derogatory.
A close friend or companion. But what happens when we spell it with an E? An ugly old woman. An ugly old woman. But this is a man's hand. So this man and this ugly old woman may have been working together in some capacity. There's also the Star of David here. There's also this medallion, the Star of David. Or Merkaba, or they may have been working together to watch Selena or to control her in some way. An old woman and a Mr. Fool. A fool. A fool daddy. These are the two people that she thought cared about her. Tell us more. Ah, the mother in reverse. Yeah, this is someone who came off as some kind of motherly, maternal figure that acted like she had her best interest, but she didn't. She looked at the hand in the middle. It's about to swipe that pearl. So she's not a nurturing mother. She's not someone who's in touch with her emotions. She's somebody who's not trustworthy, someone who's emotionally imbalanced. So we have a man and a woman here that work together that set some kind of trap for Selena because they didn't want to see her grapes grow. They didn't want to see her stand out. They wanted to hold her electricity back. Yep, see, I told you the cave. They wanted to keep her in a dark place. See how her this finger is pressing against. This could have been someone her husband, like someone, I don't know. He's pointing to her ring finger. So there's something here about kill. Oh my gosh. These two people could have worked together to plan this whole thing. I don't know if they actually planned on. I don't know. I think they may have. I think they. These are two hideous hearted people. These are two people whose heart chakras are completely blocked, but they wear a mask like they care, like they're so caring, but they're not. These are two people that she didn't look at the eyes in the background too. Oh my gosh, what a creepy card. Yeah, these are two people that did not want to see Selena. Selena's blew up very fast. She's showing me she's going just like an explosion. It was like out of nowhere. It was not expected. It was not something that it was like a historical moment. It was she was going to be the greatest Tejano singer to ever. I mean, she is one of them. So they didn't expect this level of notoriety or for her to blow up this way, and this did something to him. It was like they weren't the judge. Yeah, it's like they're trying to be her controller. They weren't ready to see her grow in that way, and they weren't ready for it. So there's something they tried to control. There's some kind of deal they made with each other, some kind of. And look at this. There's a skull right there, and the hand is out. Hi, Marie Lightworker. Hi, Marie. Thanks for being here. The hand is out, like waiting for to. So there was some kind of like agreement here, or something about an agreement to. This is what we're gonna do, and then you'll get this. You do this for me, and I'll give you this. Something like that. Some kind of deal was made underhandedly in the dark behind Selena's Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Behind Selena's back. There's some kind of end game here. What was the end game? What was this plan about? Let me change the cards. So what was this plan? Why did these people team up against Selena? Well, on the emotional side of it, they were threatened by her success. Okay, one of these people may have been like it says rock, handsome rock, so some kind of, and record, so they could have been some kind of rock recordist, someone who made rock music or something, or maybe played like a guitar or something like that. They may have been threatened because they didn't make it, and she blessings, and Selena's was blessed. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Yeah, Selena's may have felt the tension, or may have felt bad that this person in her life was not getting the accolades or the fame or rising to the occasion like she was. I have a feeling she's a divine feminine. She really gives off that energy that's very like clean and bright and when you think of her, you just like smile. It's a very like clear energy. She may have had people around her that saw that light in her, as this light is in the background, and there's something about it that just they didn't want to see her. And unfortunately there are people that are not heart activated, that don't have the ability, that have traumas, that have wounds they need to heal, that cannot see people surpass them or be at a place or level of this notoriety or uniqueness, and that threatens them. And I watched this psychology video, and it makes sense that when an unhealed person perceives somebody who is surpassing them, like back in the day when our lives were threatened, when we go into fight or flight, it would be because our lives are in danger. We have to go into survival mode. We have to, a lion's going to chase us or whatever. But now we don't have those problems. Now the threats are each other, are other people, and success, and what that looks like to each person. And so nowadays, if you transition that into a modern time, when somebody perceive somebody else as doing better than them, or getting more attention than them, or being the center of attention, I could go on and on, that activates within them a fight or flight response, and they will, on a subconscious level, enact these, you know, ways to tear people down. And unfortunately, that's what we're trying to heal on our channel, as a light worker, as a healer. Marie, you have to address those things first. As a healer, you have to talk about it. My husband's like, why do you have to talk about such negative things? And it's because people don't want to talk about those things that they do. They don't want to talk about that. And so this is a way that God has unfolded platform for us to talk about those things in a very anonymous way, for people who are watching that exhibit those behaviors, or these kind of behaviors, for these people that are in Selena's life. These people exist, and they exist because they're not healed. If they love themselves, if they love where we're at, if they were walked in gratitude with the activated heart chakra, they would have wanted Selena's to go forward. In supporting Selena, she would have supported them. Right here, all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. So they took advantage of that. They took advantage of that because they went into their fight or flight mode when she blew up. They did not expect that. They were threatened by that because, whatever they were doing did not turn out for them the way it was turning out for Selena. Because Selena is a divine feminine. Okay, she walks in that abundant energy. She wants everyone to win. All must have prizes. Use your time well. Make every moment count. Yeah, she's a hard worker. She's a hard worker. She's the one who's putting in all the work, and she's activating that timeline. She's matching that timeline with her energy, with her efforts, with her time. She's using her time wisely. These people are not. They want their handout. They want to be given something that they're not working hard for, and they see Selena blowing up, and they're like, "Why can't I have that? Why do you get that?" People scared of God. Yeah, people should be scared. They shouldn't be scared of him. They should be scared of themselves, honestly, because they're the ones that are acting so far from what God would want. That's like, anyway, let's continue. So she was using her time well. They saw her rising through the ranks. They saw her blowing up very fast, falling, the unknown descent, momentum change. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Okay. She's saying that they let a fear grow within them. that because she was blowing up, that they would fall by the wayside, that everything would change, and however they were in her life, she would see that, or she would blow up to a point where she didn't need them because they clearly believe they don't have anything true to offer her that matches her energy, and so their insecurities led them to a place of falling. So they fell. They fell from grace, from her grace. They went into a descent because they were afraid of her blowing up and leaving them behind. So they formulated a plan out of fear and lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. Yeah, this is read two ways because she became the leader. There may have been something in the beginning because look, I have a dodo bird here. I have a dodo bird here and a dodo bird here. So whoever this masculine person and this old, it says old and ugly old woman, the crone, manifested this outcome because they wouldn't allow her to be the leader. They refused to believe that Selena's could lead the way, and so they came together, or this man led this old ugly woman down some kind of rabbit hole or some kind of dark path, and they were both in the same energy. That's why they attracted each other, because they were both in the same energy of feeling threatened by Selena, of losing Selena, of her blowing up and not needing them. That's a fear that they were both in, and so they attracted to each other. They must have trauma bonded in that way and decided to make some kind of plan to overcome this together, to figure something out together. Yeah, Selena's just gonna leave us behind anyway, even though this person's cheating on her and this ugly old woman. I don't know what she's doing yet, but it's not good. We'll find out more. They're not matching Selena's energy. Selena is a divine feminine. She's honest, she's kind, she wants everyone to win. She makes beautiful music, she creates, she's a creator. And these two people don't match that. They match another energy. So they both came together with that. She's just going to leave us behind because Selena may have confronted these people, or at least one of them, about their betrayal, about their dishonesty. She may have found out something that they've done that went against what she wanted to be around because they didn't want to grow up. Someone didn't want to grow up. It could have been this male, this rigid strategist um who insults her, who's an abuser, who might have a handsome face, but witchery. I did not want to say it, but oh my god, I did not want to say it. Ooh, okay, Spirit just said witchery and certainly because I didn't want to say it, but usually this card for me represents somebody who may, if it's not actual like rituals and stuff, it's uh it's a state of mind, it's a state of energy, of manipulation, of lying, of manipulating people to, things like that. And that is a form of witchery because you're manipulating energy to go the way you want it to go. So if it's not directly like doing rituals and projecting that out, it's manipulation of intention, of witchery of intention, okay? So something like that. And Spirit, she said certainly. So I didn't want to like go there that route because every time you talk about like magic or being a witch, people like, I don't know, they see like a movie and of how it's portrayed in a movie, and it's not like that. It could be your thoughts. Someone who's so like very, you know, uh, rooted in their negative thoughts of, evil intention. Okay. I love and love so many because they are selfish and mean, controlling, no sweet emotions, toxic. I like smoke and things, but always had faith, hope, love. Yes, manipulating. Yeah, so she had these two people match that energy in her life, and she said witchery. It was definitely both wanted to control Selena, and they both came together in that energy and bonded in that way and put up some kind of plan. Tell me more, my honey. I don't know if I'll get anything out of this, but I have this matchbox. I went to Savers, got this cool little matchbox, amazing facts. 80 unbelievable questions and answers to strike up. So we'll see if she can tell us anything in here. True. Isabella Beaton died after contracting a fever while giving birth to her fourth child. The book, a compendium of advice for running a household, including 900 pages of recipes, remain a classic 150 years on. So there may have been something about. Oh my gosh. Now, I just want to say, for legal purposes, I cannot prove any of this. This is all allegedly. I cannot prove it. I'm just reading energy, and I'm learning how to read energy, so I'm not always right anyway. But according to this, it's possible she confronted this person because she may have contracted something from them, like an STD or something, or she got sick in some way. And that's why she confronted this person, or how she found out that he was cheating on her. Um, and this was a huge blow to him, because I'm sure he did not. He's planning on staying with her forever and riding this pony, this show pony till the legs fall off. It says a book, a compendium of advice for running a household. Yeah, because he's an abuser. So she may have confronted him and was upset and was like, "You're the one who's always telling me how to run my life and that you love me and you're always blah, blah, blah." All the things that contradict his actions. And she may have contracted some kind of STD. Spirit said chlamydia the other day, so maybe it was just a mild one, but still, like, something you have to go to the doctor to, like, cure. Ooh. True or false? English. Imaginably. True or false? English is the second most widely spoken language in the world after Mandarin. English is the second most widely spoken language. Someone whose second language is English? Someone whose second language is English. And first language is Spanish. Someone whose second language is English and second language is Spanish. The Canary Islands get their name from the large numbers of birds that live on the island. Oh my gosh, and I have a large bird here. So many that fertilizer made from bird dung is a primary export of the Canaries. This false person is full of shit. They're a liar. They're a large dodo bird that think they're so smart, but they're not. And they may have made a mistake or some kind of mistake or something. They made a mistake about something. Maybe that's why they decided to kill her, because there was some kind of, because he made that mistake. He got that, because he knew that, oh my gosh. This person, Septicemia. What's What is septicemia? Let me see. What is septicemia? A life-threatening condition that occurs when bacteria, conformation, or other microorganisms enter the bloodstream and spread throughout the body. It's caused by a variety of infections, including pneumonia, urinary tract infections, trauma, fungal infections. Yeah, she definitely got some kind of infection or STD or something. And that was the mistake, is that that's how she found out he was cheating on her. Can you please tell me more about the connection between this this ugly old lady and this man? Please tell me more about this ugly old lady and this man. Patience, we are spirits. Thousands experience the same things because we all started together. God tells us to be very strong. Alright. Oh, that's too many. Tell me about this connection between this old lady and magic. I told you. Magic. These two got together and created some kind of intention, some dark intention to hurt Selena. Because she found out. That's why she was going to cut them off. Because she found out. Oh my god, I hope they were not sleeping together. Don't even tell me that. I don't know if that's true, but that would be crazy. I don't. Anger. Yeah, she got angry. She was angry. She confronted them. There's something about them tricking her to come to the place where she died at, a Days Inn hotel in Corpus Christi. She didn't follow her intuition though. She knew she shouldn't go, but she was so angry that she went. She wanted to confront. Stop. Yeah, she should have stopped herself to cleanse herself of her anger first before she went, because she wasn't confident enough to um she wasn't confident enough in that state of anger to really confront people in that state of mind, and it clouded her judgment, her intuition to not go. Whew. Because I'm doing excuse me. Yes, I am, but I'm busy. My baby! I must have just woke up. Oh, okay, so I mean, this says magic, so I don't know if. Let's assume that they did plan something together, okay? That's an energy. They had thoughts about it, they talked about it, they made some kind of energetic law of convergence, law of contagion, some connection to each other to execute this plan, okay? That is a form of magic. It's a form of energy manipulation. Uninvited came in my home, stole computer and laptop. I don't know why. I don't know if you're retracting the messages or if someone else is, but they're retracted. Um, and she may have. So not only did she find out that because she got some kind of STD or some kind of infection, sexually transmitted infection. Um, because this says what is sepsemia? It's a form of bacteria and infection. So it wasn't a disease, it was curable. But that's how she found out this person was cheating on her. So this is someone she was with. This is somebody, this is like, I don't know her love life. I know she had a husband, but I don't know if this was before or I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. This person teamed up with an ugly old hag. Tell me more about this ugly old hag. And I'm not calling her that. That's just what the card is. It's a ugly old woman. Uh okay. Tell me more about this woman. Who's this woman? Maybe it's Yolanda. I don't know. Tell me about this woman. This ugly old hag. Oh, I keep saying that. Look, someone who may have managed a band or was part of the band, part of the band. Someone who was part of her crew. Hooray for Bookman, reading is fun. Kids love books. Someone who was part of her, who ran some kind of, maybe her, says hooray, so something about her supporters or her fans or something, or someone who ran, someone who was part of her entourage, or someone who helped her with her fans or something like that. Something who helped her with her fans. But she was setting it up somehow. She was doing some kind of weird things with whatever, however she was part of her band, whatever part she played, something about um directing fans, but she was directing them to like some kind of useless, um arbitrary something, something that didn't matter, yeah, not sure, something that fans would go. She didn't direct the fans in the proper way. It was like something she was just pretending to do or something. Like this looks useless. Like what are you doing? She's just looking like she's doing something. That's what it feels like. Something that she was assigned to do, but she was making it look like I love kids and this is so much fun, but really behind the scenes she's like, painting a stick red. She's just looking like she's doing something. Oh my gosh, Marie, that's crazy. We're gonna have to talk about our stories someday. We'll have to come together and talk about our stories. This is a greedy person. This is somebody who's very gluttonous, somebody who's very, she's very, compares herself. When she sees something, she has to have it. She's somebody who wants more than, no, I'm in Rhode Island, but I don't know how far that is from PA. This is somebody who looks at other people's things and covets their neighbor. This is somebody who perhaps has like a eating disorder, or somebody who eats a lot of candy or sweets, or could possibly be someone who's slightly overweight. This is somebody who looks from the outside in at things that they desire. Someone who can't control their impulses, someone who's ruled by their carnal nature and wanting physical things. Foggy. This is somebody who pretends or who actually believes that there's something they're not, somebody that truly believes that they offer something, that they were doing something, or pretending, but they were in competition. There's some kind of competition here because whatever they were doing was just they were just acting like they were doing. They didn't know anything about what they were doing. They were delusional. They were delusional in what they were doing. Game, pin the tail on the donkey. Back up, Foxy, you're getting warmer. Yeah, somebody who was blinding somebody to what they were doing, but they were really an ornery uh, jackass. An angry jackass. They may have had anger issues. They were comparing themselves or in competition. I mean, this is classic. This is this is classic jealousy and envy. Okay. So that's this woman. So we know that this man's cheated, that he's a strategist, that he wants to be some kind of rigid daddy, they're both hideous. They both share lots of these emotional imbalances, and that's what brought them together. Can you tell me more about their relationship together? This could have been like a mother-son dynamic, like a mother. I mean, this is a father, but if you switch the roles to the old mother, because I have the mother in reverse, it was like a mother and a son kind of dynamic, like do a parent and a child relationship, kind of like that. Hmm. Can you please clarify that card? Because I'm getting a couple things I'm not sure. Building the pyramids. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this was like this woman, this mother figure who was the old hag in Selena's life. The relationship between her and this lover, this cheating lover who perhaps gave Selena some kind of infection, were working together to formulate a plan that would let them be at the top of the pyramid. She took on a role as some kind of pharaoh, as some kind of person of authority who had the means or a way to get a higher perspective of the workings of things, of how something in the band, how it she had some kind of control of that in some capacity. I don't know what. But energetically, she felt like she had control of that she could dominate that, she could dictate that. And so she had some kind of relationship with this man that was like a mom son kind of dynamic, like a parent dynamic. And so this son was like, the woman is the leader of this situation, is the woman. Okay? They're telling this man what to do because this man is not mature. He's very immature, and he follows this woman's advice and does what she says. So, what happened for them to, why did they formulate this plan? Well, I know they formulated it because Selena found out that he cheated on her, but what did she find out about the woman? An offer. I told you there's some kind of offer made. I told you there's some kind of offer made. Oh, New Hampshire? Yeah, that's around the corner. Some kind of offer was made. Oh. Because I was on top of band. Tell me about this offer. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Fake smiles. Dodging bullets. Blocking negativity. Escaping crazy people. So, okay. So, according to this, Selena's telling us that she found out about both of these people and that they're both crazy people and she wanted to get them out of her life. She found out they're wolf in sheep's clothing. They both have a similar energy. She found out this person was cheating on her because she got an infection, and she found out about this person who does something in her band, some kind of work thing, who was leading her away, who is doing a wolf in sheep's clothing, who was doing something. She wasn't doing something she was supposed to be doing with her fans or something like that. Something having to do with work and fans and the band. Okay. Um, she found out about both of these. She found out about both of these things, and so these two people, well, she's like, I want to get them both out of my life, and they're both, I don't know, maybe, I don't know why they were both at the hotel, or maybe they weren't both at the hotel, but there's some kind of plan they made to make an offer. Or so, oh, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Because all must have prizes trying to please everyone. She felt bad. She felt bad. She had to let these people go. She didn't want to leave them out in the dust. So she decided to make an offer. That's the trap. So these people knew that she's like that. They took advantage of that. They knew, but they're wolf in sheep's clothing. They knew that she would want to be fair, even though they were not fair to her. And so there was a meeting held at this hotel about an offer. Like, for example, I don't know if this is the exact deal, but for an example, I have to let you go, but I'll give you severance pay, or I'll give you a certain amount of money uh, to be released for so you can we can go our separate ways. Okay? But also she had already had a fight with this man, this person who's an abuser in her life. And so they may have came together knowing that they were both in trouble of being let go by Selena. She was trying to get dodging bullets. She was trying to dodge a bullet, which is so interesting because she got shot by a bullet. Okay. She was trying to get them out of her life. And so they made a plan that when she comes to the hotel, instead of her ending their relationship with them, that they'll end the relationship with her whole life. That she won't even be, because he wanted her back. He wanted her back because she's a positive influence in his life, and he was like, well, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. Played out, but that shit's played out. She finally got tired of that shit. She finally realized that these people were fake smiling in her face, and she wanted to get rid of them. Okay. There's some kind of argument that broke out, something, because the person didn't want to take the offer because they're a broke ass, because they're greedy. They wanted to stay or not stay at all. but they make shit up. They're liars. They don't have any facts. They a drama starter in their head, overstressed, thinking, overanalyzing. Yeah, because Selena had proof, photo proof. Selena had proof that this person may have been mishandling some kind of business dealings that had to do with the band and her fans. She also had proof that this person was cheating on her. So it was played out. She wanted to be rid of these people. She she was too nice. She was too nice. These people betrayed her, and if she didn't trust her intuition, she didn't have to make them any kind of offer. She should have just cut them off. She should have just cut them off completely, because she wanted to be fair to people who didn't match that energy. It ended up being her demise, because they're in an energy of not wanting to let go. They're broke. They don't want to not be a part of Selena's growth. They see Selena's light, and they're like, well, if you're not gonna let us be in your life, then nobody can be in your life. That's the energy that they're walking in, both of these people. So they made a plan. They made a plan to, I mean, the only reason you'd ever bring a gun to any kind of confrontation or business meeting is because you plan to use it. Why on earth would you ever bring a gun to talk to Selena if you didn't plan on using it? I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, so this is by two people she trusted. She found out, she had evidence that both of these people were drama starters, that they were um, catalysts of drama in her life that she didn't want to be a part of, that they're liars, that they make stuff up, that they're abusers. And so she wanted to get them out of her life, but she's too nice. She was too nice. She should have just cut them off. You don't have to tell anybody why you're cutting them off, especially when they're in this energy. You just cut them off. You don't give them a chance to explain. It's not your problem to take care of them after they show you who they are, you know? It's not your problem. My crazy dad, brothers, ex-friends, in-laws all have guns. Wow. I'm not saying you can't have a gun, but for you to randomly bring a gun to, basically a severance meeting, that's kind of weird. Okay? So there was some kind of argument because this person didn't want to take the offer that Selena was making. She could have got irate. She could have got, it says right here, angry. She could have got very angry, and everybody knows when you're in a state of anger, that is not a place you want to make any decisions in. That's not a place you want to be in at all. Okay, so this woman, she had already planned with this man to do this. This was something that she had in her mind, that she probably had to get herself in a place, like amped up, so she could have started a fight. It says drama starter. She could have got Selena in a place to, make it okay for in their head. Yeah, in their head, to make it okay to do this action. This could have been justified in her eyes to take this action because she's a broke ass. She didn't. She thought this was the only way. She could have made a deal with this guy. If you do this, I'll give you this amount of money. We can share the money or something like that. I don't know exactly, but something like that. Okay, because Selena's was gonna make a peace offering. Okay, but the offer that, or the deal that these two made, was done underhandedly. So there's a separate decision made about what they were going to do with Selena, because Selena was cutting both of these people out of their life, her life. Selena, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, now in retrospect, she sees that she didn't owe these people anything. She didn't owe these people anything. She didn't have to give them a fair offer. She didn't have to give them any kind of leeway for what she got evidence of them doing. There was no reason for her to extend herself farther than what she had already done with her trust and her love into them. But she had a people pleaser wound where she felt bad. She felt bad for letting these people go because she knew that without her, they might not have the level of success they would have had if they stayed with her. But that is not your problem. That's not your problem. Selena, please tell us the lessons. What are the lessons? Divine love. What have you learned? When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Mm, please continue. Divine Source, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Yeah. Instead of leaving it up to God, in retrospect, she sees that she was trying to please everyone, that she was trying to make everyone happy instead of just giving it up to God and letting these people go. She sees in retrospect from a higher perspective that she loved divinely. She loved with all her heart. She loved these people. They broke her heart. Como la flor, like a flower, it withered. The love withered, and instead of trusting that God would handle these people the way that they needed to be handled, she didn't trust her intuition and what divine source was telling her to just stop dealing with these people, and she went forward and she tried to make amends or control the outcome of this disconnection. And spirit says no. When someone shows you who they truly are, that they're a wolf in sheep's clothing, then you just cut them off. You don't have to explain to them. You don't have to give them anything. You don't have to take care of them. You don't have to make sure they'll be all right. You just have to get that energy out of your life. Otherwise, that energy is going to seep into your life and you're going to experience some kind of detriment. You what else? What else did you learn in doing your life review? What would you have done differently? What would you have done differently knowing what you know now, Selena? Self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Yeah, she had a people-pleasing wound where she wanted to make sure that nobody saw her in a way that wasn't, giving and loving. She didn't want these people to make her feel the way that they made her feel. And again, like I said, that's not your problem. That's nobody's problem. Yes, Selena. Anything else, Selena? Anything else you want to say? Choose kindness. Choose kindness. Choose kindness. Your mind is an altar to source energy. Like I said, there was a argument or some kind of confrontation that started. There could have been a moment, and I can't. Fearful, thank you. Yes. Dejected. She had to reject these people, and so in rejecting these people in this meeting she had, she went into it fearfully. She went into it knowing that, um, and with a fear that these people would feel rejected. Okay, she put it on her own thoughts and her own energy in her own energy field that she had to fix this because she didn't want these people to feel rejected. And so that whatever happened in this argument, um, it was produced out of her fear of being rejected by these people, when really in reality, who cares about these people? These people rejected themselves when they betrayed you. You know, they so she may have matched the energy of this argument, and she may have said things that really activated the anger in this person that solidified the justification to take Selena's life. Oh, well, you know, it just like it bubbled, it boiled over like the anger card here. It boiled over, it turned into this anger fest, and that gave this person the fuel. You know, instead of Selena was basically reacting to, because she came with fear of being rejected by these people, she matched the energy of the anger of this person when she got the offer, and it started a chain reaction. Okay. Oh, you do, Marie? That's so funny. Ugh, I'm sorry, Selena. That's tough. Devotion unites me with the infinite. Yeah, she knew that she should have just trusted in divine love and divine source that everything would work out. She didn't need to control it. She didn't need to get down to the bottom of it. She didn't need to insert herself in the ending of this. There were many of other ways that she could have ended these connections, but she didn't trust that that would be enough. She didn't trust that that was all she needed. She didn't trust that it would be taken care of. She felt that need to insert herself and make sure that these people didn't feel rejected, that they didn't by her, because she had a wound that came from some kind of lack of confidence of herself, of being viewed in a certain way, of being viewed as not being kind, or not, or you know, her, these people going and telling everyone that Selena's not as nice as she seems or something. You know, it was an illusion. It was something, a fear that she had of being viewed in the wrong way. I am fulfilled by love. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So now, from a higher perspective, she sees that her own interjecting her own fear and trying to control it in that way actually matched their energy, and brought herself into an energy that wanted to hurt her anyway. Okay. I have divine love twice. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We'll go to TikTok and we'll put the lesson on TikTok if you want to hear the condensed version of the lesson. We love you so much, Selena. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm so sorry that this was how it turned out for you, but we love your contribution to our culture. We are absolutely so thrilled to be sharing energy with you. I'm sorry that this had to end this way, but we're so grateful for the lessons and for the wisdom and for the knowledge. Thank you so much. We love you. We hope it helps. Bye.